Jim Farley has been a longtime critic of Tesla, and now he's finally broken his silence. The Ford CEO has given his 2 cents about the recent price war, and it's not pretty. He thinks that Tesla is making a big mistake. Why is that? And what has pushed him into this position in the first place? Let's find out. Ford and Tesla have been longtime competitors in the automobile race, and with the Ford Lightning entering the market in the recent years, it's only gotten tougher. Regardless of the race to the top, Jim Farley recently commented on his rival superchargers. Earlier in May 2023, Jim mentioned how Tesla's superchargers may become the standard for EV charging in the future in the US during his interview on CNBC. Farley also said that going forward, General Motors and other EV makers would have to make a big choice. They could either go with Musk's superchargers or the combined charging system, a fast emerging competitor for Tesla. While General Motors have not chosen a favorite yet, it seems like Ford has. And to a lot of people's surprise, it's Tesla. The Michigan-based company struck a deal with the EV giant, one that allows Ford to make use of its competitors' charging stations in North America. At the moment, the legacy automaker is in possession of 10,000 fast chargers, but with its new agreement with Tesla, it could easily double that number. Tesla has been working on its superchargers since 2012, and they're truly the most innovative high-speed vehicle chargers in the industry. The superchargers are capable of charging a car with a range of 322 miles in a record time of 15 minutes. At the moment, Tesla has 17,711 superchargers across the states, which account for 60% of total chargers in the country. While Ford may be partnering up with Tesla for its chargers, that hasn't stopped Jim Farley from criticizing the company. While speaking at the Wall Street Journal's Future of Everything Festival, the CEO shocked the automobile world by announcing that the demand for Tesla is waning. Its bold statement was for sure, as Tesla had a monopoly on the EV market for ages. Now, but with the legacy automaker rolling out EVs, Tesla is losing its hold over the industry. Farley pointed out how the American manufacturers offers 3 EVs as part of its lineup, namely the E-Transit, the Mustang Mach-E, and the F-150 Lightning. Jim revealed that the company is also already seeing a surge of customers coming to them for the F-150, making Tesla the second choice. Farley tried to explain the trend by comparing it to the Prius effect. He said that Tesla might have lost its charm just like the Prius did when everyone had one. Whether Farley has a point or not remains to be seen, but it doesn't erase the fact that the EV maker still has a hold over the industry, as evidenced by the recent price war. The EV giant single-handedly triggered a price war earlier in January 2023, as it slashed the prices of the company's best-selling EVs. The move left many confused. Why would a company like Tesla ever consider lowering prices? Musk clarified that it was to maintain growth at the cost of losing profits. Some analysts think that Tesla's decision had to do with concerningly large inventory and waning demand. Maybe Farley was right after all. Maybe people are losing interest in Tesla. Regardless, automobile companies cannot grow out of Tesla's shadow just yet. A look at the market after Tesla slashed its prices would tell you all that you need to know about Tesla's place in the industry. With the EV giant dropping its prices, legacy automakers were left no choice but to follow suit. Manufacturers refusing to do so could have easily been left behind in the race as consumers picked cheaper alternatives. Even Ford was compelled to drop its prices for the Mustang Mach-E by up to $5,900. The base models were made $300 to $900 cheaper, while larger range batteries and more premium versions received price cuts between $3,680 and $5,900. Ford's decision was 100% to counter Tesla, since Mach-E directly competes with Musk's Model Y in the market. Marinyaya, the chief customer officer for Ford, even confirmed that the move was a direct response to Tesla. Of course, Farley finds the trends worrying, but at the same time, he is not too shocked by the company's decisions. The CEO thinks that Musk is taking the same route Henry Ford did all those years ago in 1913. He cut the prices of the Ford Model T in order to boost the sales, and surprisingly, it worked out for the company's favor. And it looks like years later, Musk is borrowing a page out of Ford's books for once. In fact, Henry expanded on the importance of price cuts in his autobiography, My Life and Work. He explained how the company started using a conveyor belt for the first time in 1913. With production time improved, Henry decided to slash prices, paving the way for the improvement in growth and a price war in the industry. However, Jim Farley is not too impressed by the move. He explained that the move might have led to short-term benefits for the company, but in the long run, it was a risky move. We're talking about eroding profit margins and potentially destabilizing the market. Jim also said you don't want to commoditize the product. Farley went ahead and warned Musk that cutting costs is only one part of the equation and that he needs to think about product freshness. In case Tesla's products is commoditized, they lose pricing premium, which is not a situation any company will want to find themselves in. He also highlighted how the price cuts people brought from the car at higher prices were to suffer. The resale value drops and it's bound to leave customers unhappy. However, for the time being, Farley will be following Tesla's price war as far as the Mustang Mach-E is concerned. But to what end? Well, there is a limit. While Farley did not expand on those limits, it's worth pointing out that Ford and Tesla are not in the same waters. Tesla has made huge profits in the EV business over the years, so a price cut here and there poses a little financial risk for the company. In 2022, the EV giant reported a profit margin of $9,580 per car, which is practically unheard of for any other automakers. It's certainly an improvement for Tesla as well, which has reported a profit margin for over $6,000 in 2021. However, Ford is a different story. The legacy automaker has only recently entered the EV business and is not reaping the same profits as its competitor. In the first quarter of 2023, Ford Model E reported a loss of $722 million. To make matters worse, the American automaker is expected to lose $3 billion more in 2023. Keeping these financial troubles in mind, Ford will need to make smart decisions in the price war. It cannot compete with Tesla's blindly. But if it chooses to do so, Ford might need to use profits from other divisions like the Blue Oval ICE and the Ford Pro Commercial division to keep up the EV unit up and running. Even in its current state, Ford reports losses of $66,000 per vehicle. Meanwhile, Tesla is enjoying its position at the front of the race, and we've been seeing it in their gross profits. In the third quarter of 2022, the company earned $15,653 in gross profit per vehicle. That's 4 times higher than Toyota, 2 times higher than Volkswagen, and 5 times higher than Ford. With those numbers, it's quite clear why Tesla is completely comfortable with dropping its prices. However, hope is not lost for Ford. If the American automaker plans to keep up with Tesla, it needs to make serious improvements to the EV business. For starters, the company will need to scale production. That means producing more EVs and spreading out fixed costs. At the same time, Ford will need to reduce cost per unit. The company is completely aware of its position and is taking measures to improve its situation quickly. Ford is implementing a new reporting model this year by reporting financial results by business unit instead of the region. It's an attempt to be more transparent and more efficient. The automaker is also working to lower battery costs by scaling up in-house production of components. Ford is also looking to introduce new chemistries by adding nickel, cobalt, and iron phosphate. Will these measures work out or not remains to be seen. For the time being, Ford is completely focused on catching up with Tesla, and is even willing to partner up with Musk to get ahead. That's all for today. Until next time.